Hello everyone, and welcome back to the email marketing videos. So in this video of ours, we'll be learning how to create a form with the help of GetResponse, and even how to embed that form in the website so that if any user enters his email ID in the form, we can capture the same email ID in the GetResponse, and even we can trigger a newsletter to that person who entered his email ID. Now, in order to achieve this kind of complete setup, the first thing that we need to do is create a form. So in order to create a form, you need to come down to this section. So I have landed up in this section by just creating a free trial account on GetResponse. In case if you have not created the free trial account, I would request you to first create the free trial account, validate your account, and then come back to watch this video. Once you have created this, then you might find an option of create forms and pop-up on the center of the screen. In case if this form and pop-up option is not appearing here, on the left hand side of yours there's an option called as tools. Click on the tools. Out there also you'll find the same option of forms and pop-up. So the first thing that we need to do is click on this option of create forms and pop-up. In this section, we will be creating the embedded form. There are two kinds of forms that we can create with the help of GetResponse. First is a pop-up form, and second is an embedded form. A pop-up form means those forms which suddenly pops up on the website based on certain actions or trigger or some delays. Whereas embedded forms are those forms which appears within the text of your web pages. So as we need to create an embedded form, so we'll click on this embed in a page and then we'll click next. So after clicking on next, it is giving me a lot of samples of pre-existing templates which is on this platform. Either you can select any one of the template from here, or if you wish, you can even create from blank template. So for this video, we would be going with an existing template which is there already in the platform. Make sure you choose that template where there is an option to enter the email ID, not just the call to action button. Like here, I can see there is an option of name and email ID. Here, there is an option of email ID only, but out here, there is no option of email ID. Make sure you choose those forms where there is an option of minimum email ID is present. So I'll use this form to proceed. Click on the use the template button to continue ahead. Once I've selected the template on which I need to work, I will land up into this interface. In this video of ours, we won't be diving down into much of customizing and editing of a form, but if you wish to try, on the right hand side of yours, you can see there is a plus icon. If you click it, you'll get a lot of options that you can add in your form. Now let's proceed ahead. Once we have created the form, then we need to click on the next button which is on the right hand side top. After I click on next, I'll reach down to the GetResponse integration page. The first thing that they're asking me is to enter the page URL. A page URL is the place where you want your form to appear. Now in order to do this, the first thing we need to do is we need to go to the website where we want our form to appear. So here is a sample website that I have already created in order to get my form pop-up. Embedded. So out here I'll go to a post. I'll go to add new post and I will just name the post. So like this is my sample test. So I've just named it sample test, and then I will just publish it. So I not need to do right now anything in this. So we got a URL out here. We'll copy this URL. We'll come back to GetResponse and we'll enter the URL here. Paste. Now after entering the URL, the next thing that we need to do is we need to connect our GetResponse with the website. So we need to click on this Get Web Connect. After getting this, there is a small script which is appearing in the center of our screen. We just simply need to copy this script and follow the instructions which is given. The instruction is paste the snippet in the head section of the page. So we need to go back to the website of ours and we need to add a new plugin. In order to insert it into head section of ours, we need to add a new plugin. So the name of plugin is header and footer. Once I've searched for header and footer, automatically plugins will appear out here. So we would be using the WP code option. So after installing it, I just need to activate it. Once I have activated the plugin, on my left hand side, I will be having an option of code snippet. Under code snippet, you can see there is an option of header and footer. I'll click on header and footer. Now, as per the instructions which was given in GetResponse, I need to place the code in the head section of the website. So I'll place the code here. Now, it may happen that you need to paste more than one code in your website. So make sure whenever you are pasting any other code apart from the existing code, reach down to the bottom where the code is ending, create at least a space of 3 to 4 lines and then paste your another code. Else, in case if you paste your code between another code, both of your code won't be working. So make sure any code that you are pasting on your website is not in between any other code. There is a gap of minimum 3 to 4 lines between every code that you are pasting. Once your code is being pasted, click on Save Changes. And this work is done. Now let's go to the last step. Our last step is to paste this embedded form code. So I will copy this clip. Now let's go back to my website. I'll go to the posts because I've created the post out here only. This is the sample test post that I've created. So I will just edit the page. I need to build from scratch. In order to understand or test on this page, I'll just simply take one row. Now out here, the theme that I'm using is Divi. So Divi theme gives me a lot of flexibility. In order to learn more how Divi theme works, how are the different options of Divi theme, do check the other videos on the YouTube channel of mine where Divi is working. In order to know more, just see the right hand side top bar where there is a prompt appearing about how complete Divi works on the website and how to install and how to make it work. Now let's get back to the videos. Out here I need to use the code section. Either I can use a code section or I can even use a text section. So I will use the text section because the code that we have copied is into HTML version. So in the text section, I'll go to the text option. I will delete everything what is written and I'll just simply paste the code that we have copied. After we have pasted the code out here, we just simply need to click on this green tick icon, that is Save Changes. After we have saved the changes, just click on these 3 dots out at the bottom and click on Save. Once we have saved it, just refresh the page. And moment we'll refresh the page, the form should the embedded form that we have created out here should appear here. In case if the form is not appearing here, don't worry, just simply click on this exit visual builder and again refresh the page. Okay, so there was a small mistake that we are doing. We have pasted the code and everything out here, but we haven't published the code out here in the GetResponse. So that was one of the reasons why the form was not appearing. So once we have pasted the code and saved and everything, we need to come back to GetResponse and publish the same thing. The moment we have published it, it takes few seconds for the form to appear on the website. So now you can see this form that we have created is published. Let's see if we go on the website. This was my website where earlier the form was not appearing. I'll simply refresh it. And here you can see the form has appeared. So this is how we need to embed a form on our website. In the next video, I'll be teaching you all how to create an autoresponder. That is, if anyone enters the name and email ID out here, how will he or she get the automated email on their respected email IDs. Thank you.